You're listening to ABC Capricornia. Heading to the Central Highlands now with some rain coming through. And I wonder if you've gotten a bit of rain. You can give me a call, 1300 837 222. And also, of course, how is the election going to impact the Central Highlands? Well, joining us now is Peter Dowling from the Central Highlands Development Corporation. Peter, good morning to you. Firstly, have you gotten some rain?
Hey, good morning, Jeremy. We have, yes. We've had a mix of rain pretty much on our western fringe of the Central Highlands, probably anywhere up as high as 60 plus mil in some areas through to the mid-teens. So it's not raining as I sit in Emerald this minute, but very overcast at the moment.
Yes, and we'll be keeping an eye out over the weekend as well, where more heavy falls are expected. The announcement this morning around 7 o'clock about a May 3rd election. It's been called. The particular things the Central Highlands Development Corporation would like to see in the election?
Well, listen, we're always monitoring our decision makers, so regardless what level. So we'll keep monitoring at the federal level in this campaign of 5 weeks. Obviously, there are the odd sort of announceables that we'll be keen to hear. One of the key ones for us for growth in our eastern area of Emerald is the Yamala Enterprise area and looking for water infrastructure. So we've been on that bandwagon for many years, and we're very keen to establish better infrastructure out there to grow that industrial precinct. So that's something we will keep an eye on. But on top of that, we've had some good conversations, Jeremy, around our workforce development and accommodation strategy. So those key sticking points across many regions of Australia are with us as well. And we have a strategy in place. And, we'll certainly be working with those decision makers to define ways in which we can increase the build in accommodation, but also look at ways in which we can get our childcare sector more operational. I think our region does very well with what we have, but we certainly have some gaps that we need to fill. And there's a couple of ways of doing that. That's sort of the migration approach, but it's also the grow your own approach. And that's one of the big areas we're working on at the moment is how do we get that grow your own to be a more structured and sustainable approach for our region. So, we'll monitor the players over the next 5 weeks, but more importantly for us, it's more about the relationships with our politicians and all the officers that work in those departments. It's all the way through that's important. And, we'll see what comes out after May 3, and we'll either re-establish our links with all those that are still there, and if there are new people there, we'll work hard to connect with them as well.
And what's coming up for the Central Highlands Development Corporation?
Yeah, well, at the moment, we're just working very hard on our Central Highlands Business Excellence Awards. So it's a program of work that leads up to a gala. So the gala dinner's on the 6th of September, but we've got a group in the office today doing business planning. So a number of our businesses going through that and building their capacity and capability. But those awards, the nominations close this Sunday. They can go to our website, chdc.com.au, and put nominations in. You can self-nominate. You can nominate other businesses that you think are, worthy of putting their hand up for an award. And then that process goes through to those that do get nominated. They then submit their sort of applications, and we have an independent judging panel from outside the region that come in June, July, and they start doing their judging.
Well, Peter Dowling from the Central Highlands Development Corporation, thanks for your time this morning.
Pleasure, Jeremy. Have a good one.